Alfred Tuan works at the Ministry of Justice and the Attorney General's Department. He's a Deputy Attorney General. You're welcome to Eyewitness News, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Let me use the other leg of your job, which is the Ministry of Justice, and hold on to the Attorney General side for a while. You are supposed to ensure that there is justice delivery by policy as a ministry. Today, there was no justice delivered because of a strike. As a ministry, what do you make of that?
Thank you very much. Yes, it is true that our ministry is also responsible for justice in Ghana. And we do not have any authority over judiciary in the legal sense. But matters involving justice are also matters within the purview of the ministry. I may have to express my sympathies with the striking judicial service workers. I know that they may be on strike for reasons that they think are legitimate. They are entitled to the salary that they're expected to have and other allowance, and they are on strike. Unfortunately, it's having a toll on the ordinary person on the street. People who go to the courts every day to pursue justice. And it is my opinion, and other people may share with me, that the association may want to enter into further negotiations with the relevant state bodies to ensure this matter is resolved once and for all. Because we look at people who are on remand. If, for example, you are arrested today, and by the Constitution, you cannot be kept in custody for more than 48 hours, and the police might take you to court tomorrow, because they are on strike, you may not be granted bail. And if the police also decide not to grant you bail, it means they have to spend the whole weekend until Monday, even praying that on Monday the court will work. So we rather be pleading with the association to consider their position. It doesn't mean that they may not be entitled to what they are asking for, but if they're invited to any further negotiations or discussions on this matter, there's no expectation that they'll cooperate so that we'll be able to reach a compromise on this particular issue.
As a ministry which is part of the government, the judicial service staff say the reason they're on strike is because government has not been responding to their issues having to do with salary. Does your ministry have any role to play in this issue?
Unfortunately, we don't have any direct role to play in it because it falls within the purview of the employment ministry. But as a ministry and being part of the main government architecture, we're also interested in the justice front. And for that matter, we are also interested to some extent. And our role, as I've indicated, is to appeal to them to honor any invitation that is extended to them by any state body responsible for those kind of negotiations. I'll be talking about fair wages, I'll be talking about the government side, the employment ministry, and the like. I hope that when they meet, all the issues will have to be cleared once and for all.
On the Attorney General side of things, you are not able to prosecute anybody. Your policemen are holding people across the country, people who should either be put before court or granted bail. What should they do? And for people who have committed crimes, who have been arrested, what should your prosecutors and your police people do across the country?
Yes. If you are arrested and your detention goes beyond 48 hours, and there's no resolution to this particular matter, the police may have to use their discretion looking at whether you can be granted bail or not be granted bail. But technically and legally, you cannot be kept for more than 48 hours. But the agreement may be that the 48 hours may elapse, but the next day that is supposed to take to court, the court may not be sitting, and you have to be in custody for a long time. So the police officers or the arresting officers, they have to use their discretion in the grant of bail if there's no cost taken within 48 hours.
Well, it's going to be really interesting in the coming days. We pray that things get solved. But thank you for speaking to us, sir.